Welcome back. In the previous lesson, we talked about what a workflow is in Dify. Now let's look at the first concrete part of any workflow, the user input node. This is where data enters the workflow and where everything begins. In simple terms, the user input node defines what information the system expects from the user. So now I will show you the user input node. You can go to doc.diffy.ai. Here is our official document. Go to the nodes, user input, and this is information about user input nodes you can refer to. It seems a little bit long and complex, so I'll create one for you. Just click create from blank after you go into the workspace. Click the workflow and name it as A1. Okay, and now you can see it asks you to select a start node to begin. The first is user input node, that is what we are gonna say, and the second is trigger. Trigger is something more advanced, so I will introduce you about this in phase 3. So let's start with user input. User input is a node to collect the user information. So first of all, it needs an input field, which means you need to define the input variable. The thing you need to fill in is a field type. Define its type. Also define its name, its length, and have a default or not. And also click the required or not. If you do not click the required, it means the whether can choose whether to fill in this variable. Okay, so the most important thing is the field type. Here are different types of the types. Okay, and the first is short text, second paragraph, easy to understand, right? So third is select. Select is something like the multi-choice question. Okay, and also number, the checkbox, and single file. For single file, you can have different kinds of files, maybe documents, even images, audio, videos, etc. You can also choose local uploads or according to the URL. And the last one is JSON code. If you know the codings, you can choose this one as well. Well, this is for the user input node. Just know this is to collect the user's information, and that's okay for you. In the next lesson, we'll look at what happens after the input is collected. We'll talk about the LLM nodes and how the workflow actually starts processing information. I will see you in the next video.